Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel joins us now. I'm Josh Ward, VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver, Vol Network sideline reporter Jason Swain back in Knoxville with us as well. Thanks for the time. How's everything going so far today?
I'm doing great. Swain, how we doing back there, man?
What's up, man? Looking good, Coach.
Hey, I saw some highlights of you the other day, man.
Hey, if I would have more if I was in your offense.
Bad dude, man. You were a bad dude.
Yeah, you come to an SEC event. I name drop Swain as much as I can. That's the instant credibility.
Exactly.
Hey, we were talking just a moment ago. It's year 4 for you at Tennessee. How are things different now coming to media days? How Tennessee is perceived, the conversations you're having now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously year 1, everything that we were navigating, what had just happened, lack of consistent success, to now, last couple of years, top 3 in the league in wins. There's a lot more meat on the bone. We're in a race to get there and go take it, but just a different story, different perspective, and that's football. But it's what's happening across the board. Just look at the success of our athletic department. Every team sport in postseason play. Tony wins the national championship with his guys. Rick Barnes done an unbelievable job with basketball for the longest time. So it's just it's awesome to be at a place where you have highly competitive people that genuinely care about each other too.
Hype, I know you always got swag, but is the walk different? Is the swag different knowing that you have probably your most talented team, you have a lot of depth, you got a baller at quarterback, a young guy that everyone's excited about. How's the confidence level?
I'm always pretty confident. I've never walked out at any point not thinking we were going to be good enough to go win and get after somebody. But it is fun being in our building. Consistency of who these guys are every day. Their ability to want to be great and compete to become great every day with each other, but within themselves. And, it's a culture where it's a lot of fun. And we got, without a doubt, the best, the deepest roster that we've had. As we've had to navigate some really unique circumstances. We've never given ourselves an out, but we're at the best point that we've been, not even close.
You mentioned Tony, Coach, being there, baseball team winning championship. Anything that you took from Omaha that you brought back to Knoxville to try to share with your team that may help your team do the same thing this year?
Man, through their run, and we try to do this, we always try to correlate other sports that are taking place and some of the unique parts of their journey into what the identity of us has to be too. The Florida State game, I mean, we spent 5 minutes going through different pieces of their game to be able to battle back and the self-talk of Simo as he's down, I think, 0-2 in the count in the 8th or 9th, and he's just talking to himself, man, let's battle. And, the championship game with everything that's going on, at the end of it, man, you can feel the momentum turning, the ability to step back onto the mound and deliver strikes and finish the ball game. Just so many teachable moments that our players, our staff take away. You try to reinforce those things. It's really cool, and I think it hits home differently when it's athletes that they see. They see them in Smokey's restaurant. They walk by the baseball field every day. It hits them different.
We're talking to Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel. How important has that been for you in your career as a player when you succeeded, now as a coach, instilling confidence, that the mental side of the game to go along with the physical preparation?
Yeah, I've gotten better at talking, teaching, coaching the mental side of the game here on the back half of my career. The mental part of the game is uber important. But being able to just be more intentional in how you communicate, how to talk to yourself, how to coach yourself up, how to be resilient, it's something that our players, in particular in this generation, grab onto and want and realize the need for it.
Are you a good fan? How were you in Omaha while you're watching Tennessee out there on the field trying to win?
Man, I think I'm a great fan. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to get that grade from everybody else. I missed the first homer. I was in the back talking to the commissioner and missed the first homer of the game. But we got out on the patio of the suite there and enjoyed the rest of it. It was a lot of fun. Great. I mean, first of all, great people that you're around during the course of the game. Being able to have my son sitting there next to me too as they throw the final pitch, pretty cool.
Swain?
No, I mean, I know there's been so many questions about Oklahoma, Coach, because they entered the league, you played there. Over under, have you gotten more than 20? And how do you handle those questions about Oklahoma?
Yeah, you're on the wrong side of the over under too. I took the under there, but there's been a lot of questions about that.
Josh Heupel with us, Tennessee head coach. We were also talking about Nico, of course. He's probably just behind Oklahoma in terms of the amount of questions you'd get today. But the growth development, what have you seen from him behind the scenes from when he arrived to where you see him now getting ready to take over as a full-time starter?
Yeah, for being as high profile as he was during the recruiting process, first of all, I don't know if I could handle it when I was his age, when I was 16, 17, 18. There's some maturity there that's rare, but from the time he got on campus, been a great teammate, and he's wanted to earn the respect of his teammates from who he is every day, how he communicates with them, and how he works. And because of that, he's built great rapport with those guys. They believe in him because of the work that he puts in, his talent level, but how he leads and how he works, and I'm excited to go on this journey with him here this year. Bowl game, really important for him to see it, feel it, own it. I think it creates the urgency that you want him to have in the offseason. A lot of great plays. A lot of things went really well. There's a lot of things that he can be better, and he knows that and wants to be better at them. He's had a great 3 quarters of the offseason, and we need to get to training camp and have a great training camp.
How would you compare the receiver rotation upcoming this year to how it's been the first 3 years, Coach?
Yeah, well, you know this. You get what you earn inside of this game, and it's a player's responsibility through the entire offseason, but during training camp to prove that they're going to play at a championship level, play in and play out, and day in and day out. But the depth of this wide receiver room gives us the ability to potentially and probably play more guys than we have. I'm excited to see these guys out on the grass. As we navigated some of the things with our roster that we had to, you're essentially picking some spots where you're going to be a little bit thinner depending on the year. And, last year we were thin at wide receiver. It hurt us when Brew went down big time. This year we got more depth at that position. Really excited about, where we're going. And that's, 2 newcomers that just got on campus in January all the way up, through Brew McCoy coming back for another year.
Last thing, we'll get you out of here. The 3 guys you brought, they had a chance to move on. They opted to come back for another year. Brew's one of those guys, a few others as well. How does that help with, one, depth, but also the leadership, the locker room, all that goes into that too? Yeah,
Brew's a guy that could have easily been here. And Coop, just, 6th-year guy from Knoxville. I think that's one of the great things, challenges where we're at. There's a lot of guys that we could have brought here that fit the criteria of representing our program in the university. Brew, great leader. Really excited about his rehab and where he's at and how it'll impact our football team. Great having Coop here today. Keenan and Omari, 2 elite ambassadors for this university as well.
Did you know that about Brew? Maybe some others as well. You bring them to campus. You know about the talent. Did you learn more about the leadership qualities as well once they arrived?
Brew's developed those things since he got to Rocky Top, and he would tell you that too. His growth as a man, his ability to communicate, command. We spent a lot of time trying to develop those things, and that's why we've had pretty consistent leadership in the short amount of time that we've been there, and got to continue to develop that with some of our young guys too. But Brew's been a dynamic leader for us in that building.
Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel live with us here at SEC Football Media Days. We'll let you go. I'm sure you're eager to get back to Knoxville as well. Thanks for sitting down with us.
I appreciate it. Go Big Orange.